Good morning, guys. As you can see by the rings under my eyes, I'm a little bit tired and hungover today. And I'll tell you why. Last night, I wish I had my camera. I had a really cool night. All I was doing, I gotta navigate this kind of strange parking space. I was all alone by myself in the city, just wandering around, enjoying my last night in Yerevan, taking some pictures. And I went to this restaurant that's just over here, which isn't too expensive and it's good, so I decided I'll sit down there and have a snack before I continue the night. And there I was, just happily sitting there by myself, enjoying my meal. I had like a chicken kofta thing, chicken meat skewer. And the waitress comes over and she says to me, "Hey, those guys over there want to invite you to a drink or something." And I said, "What?" And I turn around and there's a table of these Armenian guys all sitting around all waving and putting their beer glasses up saying cheers to me. So I said, okay, but I'll come over and appreciate it more with him, no? Than just sitting here by myself. So I go over. These guys probably spoke about 20 words of English between the three of them, but they were super friendly and super nice. We were going cheers to everything. Cheers Australia, cheers to Christmas, cheers to the chicken, cheers to everything. I think I can just cross here, can't I? So yeah, I'm doing all this and they just keep feeding me. Ordering plates of food, all these dumpling things, the kafkali, the typical Georgian food. A lot of food. And they keep putting it on my plate and trying to give me cigarettes and stuff like that. And then at the end of the night, when the restaurant was closing, we walk outside and they wanted to take me to the main plaza, which is just around the corner, to take photos. And for a good 45 minutes, that's all we were doing. We were just taking pictures in the main plaza. I don't have videos of it. Well, I do have a little video of it, but I don't have much. So I was sitting over here, having a meal by myself, and then these lovely gentlemen over here, they said to me, what do you want? And they invited me to a beer and they were giving me some of their food. Really nice experience. And then I slightly hit my panic button because one of them was saying to me, him, Armenian mafia, oh, scary. And I was like, oh, Mike, is he being for real? And then I was like, no, he's just joking. And then as we were crossing the street, I'm gonna sit down before I go downstairs and get that echo. As we were crossing the street we jaywalked across the road into the main square, and the police started yelling at us. So the one who was supposedly mafia grabs me and he pulls me and he's going, Callum, come. And I was like, what? Like, this doesn't seem like it's gonna end well. But no, all he did was pull me over to the other side of the road, take a whole bunch of selfies with me. Then the other guys came, we climbed up onto this thing, took a whole bunch more selfies. They took me all around the park, took more selfies and pictures, took pictures with the police guards, took pictures with the Indian tourists that were there, took pictures everywhere, from every possible angle. And then they all gave me a big hug and they said, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And then they said, okay, you can go back to your hostel now. So it was really nice and really friendly. It was cool. Just another incredible example of how amazingly friendly the people are here. Anyway, so today is our last monasteric adventure in Armenia. We're doing a couple of things. We're trying to get to an alphabet monument in another town. And from there we have to do a little bit of hitchhiking to get back to a bigger city or a bigger town. And from there we're going to take a minibus to Sevan Lake, which has a beautiful lake and a monastery. Let's do that. First of all, I need to get to another train station on the other side of town and buy my ticket to Tbilisi for tonight, just to make sure I got it, because I don't want to come here tonight to buy the ticket and then her tell me, sorry, the train is full. Which I don't think it would be, but you never know. You never know it. So, probably the last time in this beautiful metro station, which I've been told is really nice in the summer with the fountain. Alrighty, so the next time you see me, we will be maybe on the way to the town, to the alphabet monument. So guys, we had a little bit of a disaster of a day, thanks to the guys last night who were feeding me and giving me drinks. I slept in a little bit, everything went a little bit not according to plan in the morning. It turns out that The town that I wanted to go to today to hitchhike to the monument does not have a trip to the other town I wanted to go, so I didn't have the time to do that, come back to the city and then go to the monument. And it's lucky that I didn't, because I went to the bus station here and I was told that there is no buses to the place I want to go. So I was getting ready to cancel the day completely and just have one last day in the city, which I wasn't too bummed about. You know, I really like the city and there's a couple of museums I wanted to see and things like that. And then my good friend Gago here, he offered me a taxi ride. A little bit more expensive than I wanted to pay, I'm not gonna lie. A lot more expensive than a matrushka or something, but there's no matrushkas, the little minivans, and it's my last day, and it's like a personalized tour. So I get to see the things I wanted to see, and then he'll bring me back into the town right on time for me to take my train to Tbilisi. So all's well that ends well. So hopefully I'll have some really nice shots. It's raining a little bit, but I've been told that it's snowing and clear, well, clearer, maybe not the skies, but there should not be rain in Sevan where we're going. So we'll get some awesome shots of the monastery and of the lake, and then we're going to go check out some cool tombstones, and I'm going to explain those tombstones when we get there. Alright guys, so we've made our first stop. We're at a beautiful monastery here on Lake Sevan. It's not the main monastery, but it's another one. Actually, the driver doesn't understand a word of English and he hasn't got his glasses and he can't read the screen. I've been trying to tell him I want to go to the cemetery that's over there, and he's complaining about it. He's saying to me, no, gas, and all of this. But if I offer him a little bit more money, I'm sure he'll take me. Have a look here though, but this is the main thing that I wanted to see here. These things here are not tombstones. They look like they might be tombstones, and you can sometimes find them in cemeteries, but they are called khachkars. There's some more that are over here as well. The cemetery I want to visit is full of them. It's the biggest group of them in Armenia. They're not necessarily for the death of someone, but they are to save someone's soul. So they will have symbols on it, Armenian symbols, the circle of life, and it's so that people can rise up to the heavens after their death. The views here are just beautiful. I gotta say, I'm pretty pissed off that he's not happy about taking me just 11 k's more down the road. I said, I'll pay you more. I don't want to get in his bad books. I'm the one who has to sit in a taxi for the next hour and a half, 2 hours with him. This place is just amazing though. This place has really nice views of the mountains. Little villages over here. We passed through some really cool looking little villages. I was told by the friendly drunk guys last night that it's safe to drink the water. He was telling me, Sevan, I don't think I'll try it. I'd be interested to if I had a bit more time, just in case I get sick and I have time to recuperate, but I don't want to be throwing up and shitting my pants on a 10-hour train ride to Tbilisi. But you can see the bottom, so I'm sure in the summertime it's beautiful. I'm sure when the sun is shining above here, everyone is out here swimming and having a great time. Now in winter, it is bloody freezing. And it looks colder over there where we're going. There was a lot of snow. Here, there's not so much. There's a little bit of ice, but not so much snow. So I'll show you some of these khachkars, have a little look at the monastery properly. We can go inside, and then we'll head to the main monastery in Sevan. Some of these, not necessarily these ones, but some of these khachkars date back, almost 1,000 years. I read that the tradition of them began about 1,200 years ago. There was a big cluster of khachkars in the Armenian land that is currently in Azerbaijan, the Armenian historical land. and the Armenian government destroyed it. And the Armenian people did I say Armenian? The Azerbaijani people destroyed it. And the Armenian people are furious over this. It's their cultural heritage, and because of the conflicts with Azerbaijan, because of the hatred between the two countries, with also with Armenia being a Christian country and Azerbaijan a Muslim country, they decided to come through and knock down all of these old Christian relics. Really sad, but such a beautiful thing to see. All of these broken ones here look like they might have been here in the first place, and maybe a natural disaster knocked them down, or maybe just time, because we are in a very, very, very ancient land. So we are going to head to that little town over there. It's about 10 or 11 kilometers away.